All right, when I was growing up, this was back in the 60s, one of my favorite shows was Mission Impossible. Anyone ever watch Mission Impossible when you were growing up? All right, great show. And in recent years, they've turned it into movies instead of a TV show. I don't know how many there's been, 4 or 5 probably. There's been a lot of Mission Impossible movies. Same idea, that they take on a job that seems to be impossible and they end up doing it. So here's a little film clip. This is from the trailer for the Mission Impossible 2, I think it was.
I don't think I can do it.
You mean it'll be difficult?
Very.
Well, this is not mission difficult, Mr. Hunt. It's mission impossible. Difficult should be a walk in the park for you.
All right, difficult should be a walk in the park. All right, so when Mary heard this news, she may have said, sounds like Mission Impossible. How could I possibly do it? How can I have a child? You know, I'm not married. How can this child be a king? Herod won't allow someone else to be king. What about the Romans? They wouldn't go for this. And how can the kingdom last forever? Kingdoms come and go. This is not mission difficult. This is mission impossible. But Mary was no Ethan Hunt, right? She was not trained for special ops. She did not have any stunt doubles. She had no special effects team to make the impossible seem possible. What she had was a promise from an angel. And the angel said, nothing will be impossible for God. And the miracle here is that Mary believes the angel. She says, okay, let's do the impossible. Now, over the centuries, Christians have had lots of different ideas about who Mary is and what she was like. But the scripture tells us, and as much as I could tell, that she was not different from the rest of us. It simply says God was pleased with her. I don't think she was graced because she was such a special person. I think she's special because God graced her. God gave her a free gift, a wonderful opportunity to serve. And I believe God still does that. God uses ordinary people to do extraordinary things, to do acts of compassion that bring healing to people who are hurting. That God gives us courage to face evil and confront it. God allows us to work for justice and peace and to not give in to fear and hatred. God called Mary to trust him, to be open to God using her. And God calls us as well to open our lives that God might use them. Not in order to be saved, but because we have been saved, right? And so the question is, how are we going to respond? Are we going to say, that sounds difficult, or that sounds impossible? Or are we, like Mary, going to say, I'm the Lord's servant. Let it happen as you have said. All right, time for our Christmas story. And again, today, as I mentioned, we're not going to watch the Christmas story. We're all going to be in the Christmas story. Some of you have your costume, some of you don't, but if you have a costume or not, you are going to be in the story. Everyone gets to play a part today. So let's get the band back up here. We got a bunch of music to do. Why don't you guys come back up here? Let's maybe just start off by singing just a verse of "O Come, All Ye Faithful," and the rest of you. And where's Mary and Joseph? Why don't you guys, Mary and Joseph, why don't you come over here? We're going to need you in just a second here. So let's sing a little "O Come, All Ye Faithful." Just come over here. Just come over here for now.
O come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. O come ye, O come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of ages. O come, let us adore him. O come, let us adore him. O come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord.
All right, in those days a decree went out from Emperor Augustus that all the world should be registered. This was the first registration taken when Quirinius was governor of Syria, and all went to their own towns to be registered. So Mary and Joseph, you guys, why don't you just start wandering around? You're going to make your way to Bethlehem. And as you go around, if they're looking for a place to stay, people say, no room, no room. All right, so Joseph went to the town of Nazareth in Galilee, to Judea, to the city of David called Bethlehem. He was descended from the house and the family of David. He went to be registered with Mary, with whom he was engaged, who was expecting a child. While they were there, all right, come on down. Let's get you, Jurgen, come here. While they were there, the time came and she delivered her firstborn child. Oops, you need a child. There we go. You got a child? All right. Just like that. So, that was easy. She gave birth to her firstborn child and wrapped him in bands of cloth and laid him in a manger because there was no place for them in the inn. All right. Now, they were in a stable. We know there were probably animals in the stable. We don't know how many or which ones, but we know there were animals. So all of you who are animals, I want you to come up here into the stable. Come on, all you animals. You're an animal. If you got ears, you're an animal. All right, come on up. All right, let me hear some animal sounds. I want some baaing and some neighing and mooing and... All right, it was a noisy stable. All right. So let's gather around and let's sing a verse of "Away in a Manger." All right, let's sing together. Okay. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the Let's do another verse. The their baby waits. The little Lord Jesus, no crying he makes. I love you, Lord Jesus, look down from the sky and stay by my cradle till morning is nigh. All right, animals, you can go take a nap somewhere. All right. We want baby Jesus to get some sleep here, so we need to get some of these animals out of here. All right. So, meanwhile, in this region, there were shepherds living in their fields, keeping watch over their flock by night. So, where's my shepherds? I need some shepherds. All right. So, I need some sheep. Who's my sheep? All right. Now, sometimes sheep wander around, so if the sheep wanders off, someone needs to grab him and bring him back. Now, you guys are all right. So what I need is a lot of sheep. So all the rest of you are sheep, all right? So everyone, even though you got Stefan, here's some buying. All right, shepherds, get out there and get those sheep. Spread out. Go out in the fields with the sheep. Go out in the fields with the sheep. Corral them. Make sure they don't get away from us. All right, so... Good job, shepherds. All right. Now, an angel of the Lord appeared before them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were terrified. Ron, why don't you stand up and scare the shepherds? All right. So the angel said, "Is that your scariest face?" All right. So, all right. No, he tries to calm them down. The angel said, "Do not be afraid, for see, I'm bringing you good news of great joy for all people. He was born this day in the city of David, a Savior who's the Messiah." I'll talk for you. You just do the actions, right? "Who is the Messiah, the Lord. This will be a sign for you. You'll find a baby wrapped in bands of cloth, lying in a manger." Now suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of heavenly hosts. So now you guys are no longer sheep. You guys are all heavenly hosts. You are all angels, not just the ones with halos. All right, so now the angels need to sing a song, and your song is called Gloria. All right, so that's your song. So we're going to sing a chorus, and then maybe do a verse and chorus again. So let's practice this first chord here for the chorus. Ready? Let's try that. Gloria.
excelsis Deo, Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Let's do a verse.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strain. Gloria in excelsis Deo, Gloria in excelsis Deo.
All right. When the angels left them, the shepherds said to one another, let's go to Bethlehem and see this thing that's taken place, what the Lord made known to us. So they went with haste, and they found Mary and Joseph and the child lying in the manger. So shepherds, come on down. Come on down. I want you to come to the baby and go, ooh, ah. Ooh, ah, ah. All right. When they saw this, they made known what was told them about the child, and all who heard it were amazed what the shepherds said. But Mary treasured all these things, pondering them in her hearts. And the shepherds returned and praised God for all they heard and seen, what had been told them. So shepherds may return to your flock so they don't wander away and get lost. And we will sing another verse of Away in a Manger.
Be near me, Lord Jesus, I ask you to stay close by me forever, and love me, I pray. Bless all the dear children in your tender care, and fit us for heaven to live with you there.
And that's how Luke tells the story. But you might say, wait a second, where's the star? Where's the wise men? Well, that comes from Matthew's gospel, and so let's turn to Matthew's gospel for just a minute here, all right? It says, in the time of King Herod, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem, wise men from the east came asking, where's the child who's been born, King of the Jews? We observed the star at its rising and have come to pay him homage. So we need an evil, maniacal king. Oh, 1 second. I can do that. All right, so I will be the evil, maniacal king. All right, so when King Herod heard this, that's me, he was frightened, and all Jerusalem with him. Calling together the chief priests and scribes, he inquired, where is the Messiah going to be born? And they said, Bethlehem of Judea, for it's written by the prophets, you, Bethlehem, in land of Judah, are by no means least of the rulers, for to you shall come a ruler who is the shepherd, my people Israel. And Herod secretly called the wise men. You're a wise man, come hither. All right, come here. Yeah. Come, wise men. All right. He learned from the wise men the exact time the star appeared and sent them to Bethlehem, said, go, search diligently for the child. When you have found him, bring me word so I may go pay him homage. And they heard the king and set out. Ahead of them went a star. Do I have a star? All right, bring a star. All right, I want you to just sparkle and twinkle a little bit. All right, so the wise men, why don't you follow the star? So why don't you just walk around here and bring them back around to, eventually back over here to, back to the manger here. So they saw at its rise, ahead of them went the star they had seen at its rising, until it came and stopped over the place where the child was. When they saw that the star had stopped, they were overwhelmed with joy. And they entered into the house, and there they saw the child with Mary his mother, and they knelt down, and they paid him homage, and they opened their treasure chests and offered him gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh. All right. So go ahead and give the gifts. All right. Mary and Joe, write a thank you note. Give it back to them. No, you don't have to do that. All right. So Now, all of us want to bring some gifts as well. So what I'm going to have us now, we're going to collect other gifts. Gold and frankincense and myrrh is nice, but doesn't pay for the utility bills or the diapers. So we're going to have an offering, and so I want you guys, I want you to take these out and pass them around and see whether we can get some people to help us bring some other gifts to give to the baby Jesus. So here, why don't you take one as well? While they're doing that, we're going to sing a little bit of We Three Kings while our offering is being taken.